Now, good debt. There's a lot of books out there saying, hey, there's good debt and bad debt. Get this, debt is debt. Right? So, all right, they try to make a distinction, and I get it, that there is debt that is non-deductible and debt that is deductible. So the debt that is deductible doesn't hurt as much. But I would like to propose that you forever have a debt elimination process. In other words, you're driving these things two ways. You're accumulating capital, but in the background, you have a debt elimination process that is working quietly in the background. I'm going to show you that as well. Guys, I want to now make a jump this way, and I want to talk to you, even though we are accountants. So I want to tell you why accounting doesn't work. Now, most of the accountants in the room right now, they're going to love me because I'm about to say some stuff that I want you to become conscious with. One of the things I would like you to do on your way home tonight is to give your accountant a call, put on the sexiest voice you can manage, and say, I love you. Do you know why I say that? Because your accountant is stressed and overworked. There's not enough time to do what it needs to be done. You understand? They changed the rules, and now they got to do BAS statements. They got to do all these things. So let's go and find out why accounting doesn't work. Now, if you call your accountant and say, I love you, when he comes in, he's going to say, who's that? This is me, baby. Right? When it comes to your file, he's going to remember that call, and he's going to spend 3 minutes more on you. You get that? So you get 3 minutes for free. And maybe just another detail that he picks up and saves you some tax. Fair enough? Let's go have a look at this. It's a game of perception. What? It's a total game of perception. There you are, just minding your own business, going about life, and then once a year somebody comes along and says, hello, it's tax time. And you say, sure. You know? And then you say, why do I have to do it? Don't want to do it. What's the law, baby? You got to do it. Okay. So you do it for compliance. Very, very little people look at it as a strategic point. So a lot of loss happens at that moment because you look at it as duty. You look at it as the law. You look at it as something I have got to do, not as a strategic point that is going to come and you're going to position yourself in relation to it. So I bet that now your tax is coming and you know it's going to happen. At that moment, you're driving to your accountant's office, or you just went into a shopping center and sat in front of somebody. At that moment, I am sure that inside of you go, oh, I wonder if I could claim that. I wonder if I could claim that. Oh, sure. Oh, where is that receipt? Do you understand? All of us at that moment would like that there was something we could do to get some of the tax back. Are you with me? Right? So, you would like a bit of know-how. You'd like somebody that could give you a tip or an insight. Too late. Right? So then, you have this, you have this vague hope. Last minute, you're just rushing around trying to look for your receipts. You're just trying to get everything that you've done. And it's exactly how you went about last year. Right? You hand in your information and you hope for the best. Okay? And then you get the tax bill. You get the accountant's bill for preparing your tax return. Are you with me? Guys, are you aware that 80% of Australian accountants are actually not doing really well financially? It's a disaster. And you hand in your information and you hope for the best. It's all in language. It's all in here. Let me show you what actually happens. Most people don't know how much tax they actually pay. I am sure the governments of the world got together and said, you know what we do? Don't tell them how much money we're going to take from them. Just take it while they're sleeping. You that are dating that hot guy that's on 150 grand, he told you he makes 150 grand a year? He doesn't. He makes 90. Are you clear? And that flash car he's driving, not his either. It's leased. You get it? So what I say is your tax, you pay your tax every Wednesday. You don't even see it. You right? So your boss came up to you and said, oh, it's 100 grand for you to come work here. How come I'm only getting 70, sir? Well, because I promised you gross and 70 is your net. You get that? So the truth is, when you're going to see your accountant, your money already said, because money talks, doesn't it? And often says bye-bye, doesn't it? Bye. So money's already gone. But at that moment, if you treat that moment of taxation as a strategic moment, you can say, excuse me, sir, I want some of that back. Do you get this? Tax planning is not the privilege of a few, it's your right as a citizen, right? So, I see so many people, they get some money back from the government and they feel lucky. They go, woo-hoo-hoo! Woo! I said, dude, it's nothing to do with luck. This is what happened. All right, so they don't see the strategy about it. And how done by if they have to pay more. Sorry, man, you didn't put in enough. Sorry, ma'am, your business, you got to put in more. There is a machine behind and it dictates how it goes. People in general have no idea of the level of control that's available to them. What I want you to get here, folks, is this. The more you invest, the more you give your accountant the ability to tax plan for you. Do you get this? This is a note you got to write. The more you invest, Australia is a tax haven. The more you invest, the more you give your accountant ability to tax plan for you. The truth is, you know how come the majority of people don't invest? Because they never paid themselves first any money. I say to people, how much can you put away? Because you don't understand, man. I'm trying to put my kids through school. I got it. You're in the rat race. Mate, I have a suggestion. Go and start washing the neighbor's car, cutting the grass, and getting some money in. So you can invest that money. You know, do you understand now what's going on? Because people don't have the conversations. They don't put the money away to work for them. And then they wonder why they pay this much tax, and they wonder why they can never get out of their mortgage. Because before they pay the mortgage, they pay for another house to the government, back in tax. Are you guys here? Are you everybody like, whoa? Have you seen the movie The Matrix? The whole concept of the movie is that they are humans and they batteries, and there's things applied into them, taking the energy out of them.